Everything is a set. Your hopes and dreams, they're nothing but sets. 2 is just a subset of 3. Ugh. You're a worthless piece of shit. Let's get tropical.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking you.
Check this thing out. Wait for it, wait for it. There it goes on. Beautiful. Okay, it's purple, right? No big deal. What if I want to change the color? Oh, wait for it. I can. Now it's yellow. Wait for it. It's green now. Blue, turquoise. I don't know what's coming up next. Is it purple again? And we round it back out with purple. This is probably far more exciting for me than for you. I've had terrible lighting on this channel. You've been here a little bit, you remember. And now I think it still might be bad in some spots, but it'll be a little bit better. And also funky colors, like, you know. It's tropical. It's very tropical. Anyway, today we're talking about sets, the set theoretic basis of the numbers, and this is going to be an ongoing series sequentially, so I'm going to try to stick to topic for the next 10 to 12 videos daily. I'm honestly going to try to do that this time, and we're going to see how it goes. So strap in, get comfortable, because we are defining numbers in terms of sets. No longer will numbers be the basis of our reality. Sets are the new basis. Let's get to it. Today is just gonna be a little preamble though, so don't get too excited. We're just gonna talk about binary operations, sets, and how the fundamental abstraction we made of the numbers is binary operations defined on those sets. So let's go to the river. Why? I don't know, just rivers, man. I feel like you're a philosopher. oh, sorry. Like my new Bluetooth lapel mic. Got her on Amazon. Very exciting as well. All right, it's getting dark, so I'm gonna do part of this inside, but for this first part, what we're basically gonna do is kick out the old axioms that you may have had in your own mind of the numbers. At least for me, those were the axioms. The real number line, more specifically, just like 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Like, even the real number line wasn't really what I would view as like bedrock, but what I did view as bedrock was the integers. And then from there, built up all of math. You know, you have the integers, then you kind of tack on the negative numbers, you make fractions, and then you make real numbers, which turned out to be very difficult. But the numbers were my basis, and now, I don't know if you can see that in the frame. They're gone. My old basis is gone. And what went below it and then built up back to it is sets. Sets are the new thing that is your bedrock. Most mathematicians bedrock cognitively and explicitly. So you take a set and just an arbitrary set and you do some stuff to it to make that set behave identically to the rational numbers. We're not at the real numbers yet. I'm just gonna build up to the rational numbers so you kind of get an idea of what we're doing, because the building up to the real numbers turns out to be even more persnickety than building up to the rational numbers, which is still quite a task. So let us get to that. I'll do a little bit inside today, but today is more of just some of the broader philosophy of what we're doing. Remember, numbers used to be bedrock. Now we're going kind of digging down to the roots, and now the roots become sets, and then numbers are building up from sets. How we do that, there's some specific machinery and tools that we use to work with sets so that we can actually do that and make things that behave identically to numbers. But I'll get to that inside because it's getting dark. So just to wrap this up, part 2 of this video is going to be just really emphasizing the fact that labels do not matter. Labels on mathematical objects don't matter whatsoever. They are a tool that humans use to relay things. When I say 2, that might conjure up images of the number 2 to you. We all know and love 2, classic number. Unfortunately, we can't do that now. That is now this concept that is not a set yet. And so we gotta bring that back down in terms of sets. How do you describe the number 2 in terms of sets? And remember, we're doing this to make mathematics more based. We're making it more based in a very concrete layer of baseness, sets, because there's not much dubious about sets. Geometry, there was some dubious stuff about that. Arithmetic, there was some dubious stuff about that. And so we're just like, all right, let's just bring this right back down to sets. And so our challenge is to come up with a language of sets that we can adequately describe the number 2, the number 3, the number 1.5, the number pi, the number e, etc., in terms of sets. And how we do that is weird and trippy and not well explained explained in textbooks, but it's kind of what happens. And so this series is gonna hopefully clear up a little bit of that for you. Bear in mind, I'm still going through this myself, so I might share some of my frustrations a little bit here, but we're bloomers, so we're just powering through this shit. And eventually, I will conquer category theory. Sanchez. It's gonna happen. But for now, we go all the way back to the first chapter, Spivak, and we dive into what numbers really are. And so that's gonna be it for this one. As always, stay very tropical. This is gonna be an ongoing series. Next one, we're gonna be going over addition, just a little introduction to the set theoretic way we describe addition. Interesting stuff. So stay tuned for that. Take it easy. I love you, Godspeed, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow.